You know, when you think about it, with the upcoming Best Gift Ever premiering a week from this Saturday on October 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific, here on the West Coast, and I'm pretty sure on the East Coast, you know, it makes you wonder if the best gift ever is the start of something, start of a new trend for Friendship is Magic. You see, a lot of folks wonder exactly what the aftermath will be once Generation 4 is over. I mean, we all know for a fact that Generation 5 is probably on its way, unless Hasbro decides, hey, let's do one more season and get a decade's worth out of Friendship is Magic. We know inevitably Gen 5 is on its way. But for the sake of argument, let's say Gen 4 does come to an end after Season 9, and Gen 5 is its own thing. Is the best gift ever the start of something that would help continue Generation 4? In other words, would Generation 4 go the route that the Equestria girls went, but in reverse? In other words, instead of having movies to help establish the characters, help establish the continuity and the series itself, what if Friendship is Magic had movies to help continue the series in some capacity? Like, instead of just, one more decade, you start having these 44-minute to maybe hour-and-a-half movies premiering directly on DVD and Blu-ray, and in some cases on television, and even through the Hasbro's YouTube channel. What if Friendship is Magic continued in that manner? Would it work? What kind of stories could they tell? You see, those are questions that I'm sure a lot of fans would like to see answered, and quite frankly, my theory is I think it could work. I think honestly that, let's say Season 9 is the end, but Hasbro knows fans want to still see Friendship is Magic continue in some capacity. What if Friendship is Magic, like I said, went the route that Equestria Girls did to establish itself, but instead of establishing itself, it's only going this route to continue itself, to continue the legacy, to continue what it began, what it started back in 2010. And ended with in 2020, or 2019, I should say. What if it goes that route? What if Hasbro, by doing the best gift ever, what if they're using that as sort of an experiment, a pilot, if you will, to see if maybe fans could accept and would accept movies, if not 44-minute mini movies, as continuations, one-offs every now and then of Friendship is Magic. Instead of doing like an additional Season 10, instead, once in a while, you'll have Hasbro and DHX and AllSpark Animation announce, hey, here's these one-off 44-minute mini movies, or 1 hour mini movies, or hour-and-a-half feature-length films, direct-to-video, whatever, that take place in Generation 4 Friendship is Magic. What if the best gift ever is kind of the start of something? It's kind of the start. Is kind of the start of something like that. What do you think it would work? Because honestly, I do. Honestly, I really do. Because there's so many stories that when you think about it, that it could actually take a full-length 90-minute movie, or a full-length 44-minute to 1 hour movie or mini movie to answer, to solve, to tell. There's so many plot holes and stories that fans still look at and feel that could be done with Friendship is Magic, and instead of possibly a 10th season, what if they end up giving us what they've done with Equestria Girls? But like I said, instead of using these mini movies and feature-length films to establish Equestria Girls, instead they're using it to continue Friendship is Magic in some way. Like once a year, you'll get them a 90-minute feature-length film, or a 44-minute to 60-minute mini movie, that continues Friendship is Magic. But like I said, it's once in a while, like it's once every year. You get them, like I said, I know I'm repeating myself here, so I do apologize. But you get a feature-length film, and then to accompany that, you get basically a 44-minute to 1 hour movie, or mini movie, or featurette, as they call it. That could actually work, because by doing that, Hasbro would be acknowledging that they realize that the fan base, that the love that Generation 4, aka Friendship is Magic, has gotten from the fans. They would realize that. And by doing something like this, they would acknowledge that love. Because in some capacity and in some way, they'd still be continuing Friendship is Magic Generation 4, even though, let's say, Generation 5 is up and running and, probably being a success, or being the success that Hasbro hopes it will be. Still, you could have something like this as as basically saying, hey, we're not throwing, or we're not tossing G4 to the wayside. We're continuing it, but we're doing it in a way that makes it more special than it's ever been. And what way to make it more special than, like I said, to go the Equestria Girls route when they started, and that's once every year you give us, or they showcase a feature-length film as a direct-to-video project, or direct-to-video presentation, and then later on that year they accompany it with maybe a 44-minute mini movie. Like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, so I do apologize, but one has to realize exactly what that could mean. Like I said, one has to realize what that can mean. Because when you think about it, there's so many plot holes at times, and some things that have yet to be addressed and explored and talked about, that a movie like that, basically taking Friendship is Magic and continuing it in some way, or in this manner, I should say, would actually accomplish a lot of that. Would actually be able to answer a lot of those questions, be able to tell a lot of those stories. For example, you look at Applejack and her family's history. You look at Applejack and her family's history, and true, even though the perfect pair was a great way to introduce us officially to her parents in flashback and tell a great story inspired by Romeo and Juliet, still, a lot of fans want to know more. A lot of fans will look at the perfect pair and say, hey, that's a great story, a great introduction, and a great way to kind of give us an idea of who the parents are, what they look like, how they came to be, and all that within the span of 22 minutes. But it's still not enough. It's still not enough, because a lot of fans still believe the one question that we have yet to have answered is yay or nay. Because yes, the overall assumption is Applejack and Apple Bloom and Big Mac's parents have passed, but we don't know how. We don't know how they've passed, or if they've passed. And a 90-minute movie, or even a 44-minute to 1 hour mini movie could help answer those questions. They really could. Another thing is about Spike's origin. A lot of people are kind of mixed about the episode Father Knows Beast, and what better way to probably address that issue than maybe with a feature-length film, or heck, a 44-minute mini movie. It could work. It could work. These are stories and plot holes in stories that fans want finality. They want finality to. They want finality. They want overall one and done answers. That's what they want. They want finality. They want true finality. They want one and done answers. They don't want any, oh, let's go this route and, it kind of helps out kind of deal, da-da-da. No. They want those straight up truthful answers. And I think, honestly, a mini movie or feature-length film could, even if the feature-length film is direct-to-video, could help give those answers. They really could. So, honestly, one has to think about this for a moment. If maybe the best gift ever, which is going to premiere on October 27th, if maybe that is the start of something to happen that's going to happen traditionally even after season 9 is over. One has to wonder. But let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts? Do you think the best gift ever is the start of something that will help Friendship is Magic continue even after the series is over? Or do you think it's just a one-done deal? And if it is the start of something that helps Friendship is Magic continue after season 9, should season 9 be the final season, what stories would you like to see finally addressed and featured and talked about? What would you like to see? Let me know down below. Comment if you like, and I will talk to y'all later.